My doctor advised me to try Radiesse after Voluma. Is this safe?
Thank you for your question. Your question, which was submitted without a photo, is about the safety of using Radiesse to, I assume, further enhance the appearance of your cheeks after you've already received Voluma, which was recommended by your doctor. Well, I can certainly give you some guidance as to my opinion about these fillers as well as the safety concern and the approach. I'm a board-certified cosmetic surgeon and a fellowship-trained oculofacial plastic and reconstructive surgeon. I've been in practice in Manhattan and Long Island for over 20 years, and I can certainly share with you a lot of experience from using fillers over this time frame. I recall using the first filler, which was collagen, which was Zyderm and Zyplast, and certainly in the modern world, we have a lot of options for filling the different areas of volume loss. So understanding what the concept is of the use of fillers in the mid-face is very important, and understanding structure. Chances are you're losing volume, and as part of a normal facial aging, or you want to enhance volume in an area where you want to augment and just accentuate. Well, I think it's fair to conclude, again, without photos where I would see what you look like before, what you look like after, and then give you some opinion. But also in the absence of a physical examination, here are my thoughts about the interchangeability or the sequence. First of all, I don't think your doctor would consider doing Radiesse on top of Voluma if your doctor didn't feel it was safe. So I don't think that you need to second guess your doctor about safety. I think that you're going to get a lot of opinions about safety, but in the end, the most important thing is to avoid risk of infection, inflammation, but it's more frequently is the issue is getting the correction or the desired result, or having problems with irregularities, unevenness. So when you look at the anatomy of the face and you see how traditional fillers are placed, Voluma was a milestone in the development of fillers because it was a highly viscous hyaluronic acid filler that was approved for the use in the mid-face. It also has some other properties that are advantageous. So to treat the mid-face, Allergan got the FDA approval for Voluma, and that's significant. But as I've observed over many years in practice, first with mid-face lifting and then soft tissue augmentation, is that the cheek pad or the malar fat pad where this material is being placed provides us anatomically some limitations. So what you may see as an undercorrection may be because the material is diffusing in because you need a lot more volume, as well as the possibility that the skin itself is sagging. When you put a certain amount of volume in the soft tissue of the cheek, you're really relying on the tone of the skin as well as the ability of the underlying structure to maintain that position of the volume that's being placed. So when people walk around Manhattan with these giant cheeks, it's often because the doctor is compensating for sagging by overinflating. So the question of adding Radiesse may still be valid, or the reason for it may still be valid, because your doctor may want to just add a little bit more material, but something that's a little bit more viscous. There's no question that the density of Radiesse is higher than Voluma, but it's a different type of filler. It's a suspension of fine particles of calcium hydroxyapatite, and it is more thick. In our practice, we actually do, for this area, something called structural volumizing. And what we're doing is, instead of placing the material in the cheek level in the soft tissue, we're actually putting it on the bone structure. And when placed on the bone structure, we actually have more of a solid foundation to which build up the structure of the cheek. We can put multiple syringes of a filler, such as Voluma or Juvederm Ultra Plus, in this area and get that high accentuated cheek, and the material will not slide downward. It will not dissipate. It'll actually settle in and look very, very nice. Now, I think that that could be a strategy for you, but understanding that essentially the strategy your doctor is offering you has a value, but discuss with your doctor what kind of outcome can be realistically expected from this type of strategy. If it's going to, because you're going to have to use a fair amount of material to keep adding to this, and also get an explanation as to why why the doctor wanted to use Radiesse on top of the Voluma, and why not use more Voluma? Could it be because you're metabolizing it? Could it be because it's just not reaching the level of correction? Clarity and communication is very, very important, but also understanding the concept is also critical. When someone doesn't want to use fillers and wants something more permanent, cheek implants are a fantastic solution for filling out this area. But in the modern world, when people have less time, I also find that using fillers has a very significant role in my kind of practice, because I'm able to really sculpt the fillers in a way that I can't do with cheek implants with the same level of accuracy. But again, this is a question that's on a different category of surgery versus fillers. So I hope that was helpful. I wish you the best of luck, and thank you for your question.